from 44th Street in Camelback. This is the Arizona Daily Mix with Brad Perry. And today, we're coming to you from the Findlay Toyota Center in Prescott, where AZTV, along with you, are getting Arizona kids back to school with the supplies they need. We're stuffing the bus, and it all starts right now.
Welcome to a special edition of the Arizona Daily Mix. My name is Mike Broomhead, and we are in beautiful Prescott Valley, Arizona, and we are up here for a great event. This is a Stuff the Bus, back to school, health and wellness event that we're having up here. And I want to welcome in the people that get this done and have make this happen. Joining me is the Assistant Fire Chief from up here in Central Arizona Fire, Cody Rose. Thanks again for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for having us, and we're glad that you're up here to join us for this great event.
Well, let's talk about your organization, because the more I learn, the more amazed I am. Tell us about what your organization does and how it got started.
So Firefighter Angel Foundation started in 2008 out in Chino Valley. It was a family that the dad was diagnosed with terminal cancer, and he was a sole provider for the family. There's 3 kids in there from an infant all the way up to 8 years old. And they didn't know what they were going to do. This is around Christmas time, and they were worried he lost his job. They're going to lose their house. They're going to lose their car. And they asked how can we help them? I didn't know how we would do it, but I said, absolutely. The firefighters will get together and we'll do something. So we got some presents. We delivered them out on the fire truck, and the police officers came with us, delivered them to them. And then that's evolved to, hey, let's do something for back to school. We can help these kids. We've seen such a need out in the community of kids coming to school and not having the skills or not having the tools they need to be successful on day one. So we started 6 years ago at the cafeteria, one of the schools here in Prescott Valley, and that was about 30 kids that showed up at that time. Then it slowly evolved to where we're at today. We're going to probably have over 3,000 kids that are going to come through this door, get backpacks and get haircuts and get everything they need to be ready to go to school on Monday and be successful. That's the goal.
And what's great about this organization is it's made up of first responders like yourself and the people that work for you, and it's just people that are already doing such a dangerous job in serving their community in their spare time.
Yeah, exactly. So it's the firefighters, and we can't forget their wives that are in the background that they don't get all the recognition.
And husbands, let's be fair.
And husbands. You're right. We do have some females that work for us. So the wives and the husbands and significant others and their families in general, they all come. They come and they help us, and that's who's mostly out there. We have 50 volunteers here today to make this event successful, and without them, we couldn't do this.
How is this event, now you talked about the immense growth, how is it received year-round? People have to be talking about this event.
Absolutely. Every year, we couldn't make this happen without the donations. So every year the donations get more and more. We have Costco, we have Verizon, we have lots of big organizations that call us because, hey, we heard about what you're doing and it's good for the kids and we want to be able to help those kids. How can we do that? So without all that, we wouldn't be able to grow to where we're growing. And again, like I said, the haircuts, this is a new thing this year. We have 12 barbers and hairdressers that are out there ready to go, donating their time to help these kids look professional when they walk in the door.
So that's a great thing. I wanted to go over the list of what's available. So it's grown from backpacks and things of that nature, back to school supplies they all need, but there's so many other things that are offered at this event.
Yeah, there's 50 vendors here that range from any behavioral health or any services that kids need when they get to school. They can come here and they can get registered for that stuff. There's going to be the police departments here. We have the firefighters here. We have other special services that kids need. There's games here. We have bounce houses out there. And like I said, we have the haircuts that are available too. So a lot of other things besides just the backpack they're going to get that. So again, when they walk out of this door, come Monday when they go to school, that they're ready to go and successful, and they're going to be pumped up because they're going to school and I'm going to be a straight A student. That's
and
the
what's fun about events like this, and I hope you feel the same way, up here in northern Arizona, it's such a tight community that even though there are so many people that are in need, they still find a way to give to make events like this happen.
Yeah, exactly. The need here, and we've seen it over and over, just grows and grows and grows with the economy and the way things are going right now. More and more people need help. And so our goal is how can we help those people? And then people that we've helped in previous years, they're calling and say, how can we volunteer to help others? So again, this is just a cycle that keeps happening every year, and it gets bigger and bigger every year.
Do you get responses from the families? Because it's got to be fun to walk the floor of an event like this and see the kids, but hear what they have to say.
Yeah, just to hear them say, hey, when you came and see me 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, I went into school and my teacher said, I can't believe that you have all the supplies, or hey, your hair looks really nice. And they say, you know what? I got that at the back to school event that happened last week at the Findlay Toyota Center. So thank you to them. So when we see them, we hear that. That's all those hundreds of hours of volunteer time that we hear that. That's why we do it.
So one more time, tell them 6 years ago, how many people?
Right around 30 kids showed up 6 years ago.
How many kids this year?
Over 3,000.
That is amazing. So I think it's only fair that since you're the one that started all of this, that you get to be the one to kick this off and get those doors open and get these kids inside.
Absolutely.
It's all yours, man.
Open the doors.
All right, as you can see now, these kids are going to come in. These families have been waiting in the rain for this event for quite a while, and here they come. Make sure you don't slip on them. Head inside, kids. What a great event. As these kids file in, let's just close it out with this. We know that Rachel is with us as well. She's inside. There is so much happening in there. So Rachel, show us what's happening on inside.
Thanks, Mike. Oh, it is so exciting to be here. I'm here at the Back to School Health and Wellness Fair here at the Findlay Toyota Center in beautiful Prescott Valley. I've got some adorable volunteers who we're going to talk to in just a minute. But first, just look at this place. I mean, it takes so many people to pull together such a special event that gives back. And if you look around here, we've got the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, and they brought Deputy Do-Good to help out. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. And then look at this. We've even got four-legged volunteers. I mean, the whole shebang is out here making a difference, providing backpacks and school supplies to kids and teachers. And we're just going to keep on panning because it takes a village, right, to pull this off, and it is just an amazing place to be. The energy is exciting. People are so happy to be here, and you've got all kinds of companies and churches and volunteers of all ages coming out here today to make a difference. Because, you know, the things we take for granted, right? Backpacks and school supplies, even haircuts. There are folks here donating their time, professionals, to give kids haircuts so that when they get back to school, they'll feel confident. So all of these wonderful people coming together, putting a lot of smiles on a lot of faces, helping out the families, and this event also helps out the teachers. We can't forget those hard-working teachers. But let's talk about volunteers, because I am with volunteer extraordinaire. This is Lauren. How are you today, Lauren?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. And Lauren is here with her two little assistants. These are her children. Introduce us to your children.
This is Kaylee.
Kaylee, how are you?
Good.
How old are you, Kaylee?
8.
And you're here volunteering?
Mm-hmm.
And are you excited to be here?
Yes.
And tell me why you love being here.
I love being here because you do good things to the people that are in need.
That is awesome.
It's good for the other kids to know that it's good for us to share.
You're right.
stuff.
You are setting the example this young age, Lauren. You must be so proud. And introduce me. I think this is Levi.
This is Levi.
Hi, Levi. How are you doing?
Good.
You're doing good. Are you helping too?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is your big sister telling you what to do?
Yeah.
Yeah? And you're being a good boy and helping, aren't you?
Yep.
You are so cute. What grade are you going into?
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten. Wow. Well, you have a good school year. All right, Lauren. They're adorable. Tell me about how you're helping out today.
So today we're passing out backpacks filled full of school supplies, and then the kids can also get a free haircut, and we have I think about 30 vendors that have some free things for them too.
All right, that is fantastic. And tell me about what's on your shirt, because you have volunteered through the firefighters.
Yes, so I volunteer through the Firefighter Angel Foundation. We volunteered for this event for about 5 years.
That is excellent. But you told me earlier this is your first time here at the big event,
yes,
right?
Yeah, so we've always volunteered kind of behind the scenes, stuffing the backpacks, picking up school supplies, sorting. We've not ever come to the actual event, but this year we thought we would come and get to see the smiles on the kids' faces.
Well, not only do the kids light up, getting their backpacks and all that, but they're going to light up when they see these cute little volunteers as well. And you know what I think? I think you guys have been working hard. I think it's time to go have some fun. So what about running and jumping in that jumpy for me? Would you like to do that? All right, ready? On your marks, get set, go. Let's see you do it. There is just so much here for the kids to do. In addition to getting haircuts and backpacks, there's jumpies for them to jump in. It's all fantastic. And you know what? You can make a difference too. Just go to aztv.com/stuffthebus to make your donation. I made mine. It's easy, and we're giving back.
Welcome back to beautiful Prescott Valley, Arizona. We're here at the Toyota Findlay Center. This is the health and wellness event that's happening up here in northern Arizona. We are standing here with our people in public safety. We are joined by the Public Affairs Officer from the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, and this is Heidi. Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about your goals here. I mean, these kids are having such a great time. They're getting backpacks for school supplies. What's your goal?
So our goal, with the Yavapai County Sheriff's Office, we cover over 8,000 square miles of landscape. Okay, so it's a lot of outlying areas, smaller towns. So we really want to build really good, solid relationships with our kids and the law enforcement. Have them be comfortable. We have this extra large Deputy Do Right. They gotta love Deputy Do Right. They absolutely adore Deputy Do Right, and they also adore our deputies out on the field. So any opportunity that we have to get out and communicate, share some safety tips with riding bicycles. We've got some safety whistles, stickers, drug awareness, all that stuff. We're huge advocates, and anything that we can do to share is
How is that impacting the community, getting to these kids at such a young age, showing them the friendlier side of law enforcement, but also impacting them about what drugs do and how bad it is for people? You seen a big impact?
So MatForce is huge. MatForce.org is huge with the drug situation, and although there's a huge fentanyl, there's a lot of fentanyl that comes through here. Where it doesn't stop here, it's usually headed somewhere else. So that's a really good sign. We are definitely getting the word out that, one pill can kill, and, we don't want to do the drugs. It's just we don't get to do fun, healthy, happy things when we have that lifestyle.
That was my next question. Being able to do an event like this, these happy faces, these families being helped for school, got to be fun.
Absolutely. It's the best. I have the best job, and all of our deputies work in this area, so they want healthy communities just as much as everybody who comes out to these.
Well, thank you for everything you guys do. It's great talking to you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to the other side of this from the Prescott Valley Police Department, their crime prevention officer. Jody, let's talk about your role here and what you're doing today.
Well, we are very happy. This is our 4th or 5th year that we've been here, and we have a program throughout the year called Cops and Kids, where we go to the schools and we visit with these kids in their classrooms. And so this gives us a chance to spend a few minutes with them and teach them about online safety and safe walking and stranger danger, and get them kind of prepared for going to school.
How about an event like this where kids are getting backpacks back to school? It's a health and wellness event. You got to be having fun being with the kids here.
You know what? The best part is that we see the same faces over and over again. We get to see them as they grow, and this is so fun to just be out here and interact with the kids.
And so how is this impacting the lives of these kids, do you believe? These events and this specifically?
These events, it makes the kids more comfortable with us as government officials. When they see us, they're not afraid of us. They can come up and talk to us. And it allows us to meet them where they're at. This is so invaluable in that it just gives them resources that they wouldn't otherwise have.
Well, it's so good that you're here, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything you're doing, and I know you're having a big impact, so thank you so much.
Thanks.
All right, we got so much more going on here. As a matter of fact, Rachel is here. She's got some more fun stuff that's happening at this event. Take it away, Rachel.
Hey, I'm so happy to be here because guess what? Check this out. There are a ton of people here volunteering their time and their skills to provide haircuts. I love this. I'm here with Marty. And Marty, tell us, how did you get involved? How did you get interested in coming out here and doing this?
I am a member of Heights Church from Prescott, Arizona, and we have a new church called Park Collective in Prescott Valley. And we are starting to work with the children in the community.
That is fantastic.
It's a playground that's open every day of the week, and it provides services too.
Like today. And so let's talk to who you're giving a haircut to. What is your name?
Mauricio.
Mauricio, how old are you?
12 years old.
And what grade are you going into?
7th grade.
Oh, is that middle school? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if you're going into middle school, you need a good haircut. So what do you want Marty to do for you?
I wanted her to do the bottom part and the edges today.
Perfect. It's looking good. And tell us, you're going to probably take a lot of kids today, right?
Yes.
He's your first, right?
Yes, I'm loving it.
Well, thank you for what you're doing. We're going to go over here and meet one of your fellow volunteers, and you have a wonderful school year. All right, so follow me. Let's go over here and meet Elizabeth. Hi, Elizabeth. So tell us where you're here from.
I am from Lonesome Valley Barbershop. I'm here in Prescott Valley, Arizona. I'm located at 8098 East Valley Road in Prescott Valley, Arizona. A local barbershop in town. I was introduced by my friend Jen, Saucy Cuts. She invited me here today, and it's a wonderful opportunity to give back to the community where they've given to me as a child. So
oh, I love that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, you've got people here from churches and barbershops, and let's talk to your client. What's your name?
Miguel.
Miguel, and what grade are you going into?
6th grade.
6th grade. And what do you want Elizabeth to do with your hair?
A good hair. A good hair.
Well, it is looking really good. You're going to look so sharp for the first day of school. Do you know when school starts?
August 8th.
All right, so it's coming up. So this is just amazing to me because you guys are already on your feet all day long, right? And here you are volunteering your time. You're on your feet even longer. And I wonder how many kids do you think you're going to see today? Did they give you an idea?
I have no idea. I'm hoping probably myself to at least service 20 to 30 kids while I'm here.
Oh, that's a good number. And I bet you get that many because this place is hopping, you know? And people know to come here, you know, for families in need to get backpacks and school supplies. But I think it's a nice surprise that they can get a haircut. Now, are you also going to be doing girls, right?
Yes, girls and boys, both. Yeah, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, barber, and educator of cosmetology. So I'm proficient around the board, yeah.
Oh, I just love that. Now, you made a comment earlier that you're giving back because there was a time when you received folks were helping you, correct?
Absolutely.
Tell me your story.
Well, I grew up in Casa Grande, Arizona. I'm an Arizona native. I've lived up north for probably going on 20 years now. And growing up, not having access to certain things growing up, like school supplies, adequate clothing, my dad gave me to events like this, and the community helped us out. So for me to be able to return the favor, it means a lot to me.
All right, that is fantastic, and that is what it's all about. So when you meet these kids, you really understand the position that they're in and how this can be so helpful to come to this event.
A haircut, a simple haircut can have a huge impact on a child and make them feel better about themselves and be able to be prepared for the day. And when you feel good about yourself, you're able to challenge the world. So
absolutely. It's all about starting school, feeling confident. And tell me, how do you think Elizabeth is doing? How's it feeling?
Good.
I'll tell you what, you look really handsome. I like it a lot. And you're also here, you're going to get a backpack today, is that right?
Yeah.
And some school supplies. And you know what? Also, the teachers are being helped here. You know, we forget about the teachers. There are a lot of teachers that work all summer long to save up money to pay for their school supplies. So this is definitely the event you want to know about. I want to thank Elizabeth and Marty and all of the wonderful volunteers out here giving these kids wonderful haircuts. And you can make a difference if you want to give to this wonderful cause. Just go to aztv.com/stuffthebus.
Hey, welcome back to this very special event here in a special edition of the Arizona Daily Mix. We're out at the Findlay Toyota Center, Prescott Valley, Arizona. As you can see, there is so much fun, bounce houses and things for the kids to do. But we also are making sure we're serving the health and the wellness of these families as well. So I want to introduce you to some special people from the school districts. Let's make our way back through here. Excuse me, sir. And we are here from the Prescott Unified School District. Everybody loves their school nurse. We are with the school nurses. Let's talk about, this is a health and wellness event, but you deal with the health and wellness all year long. Tell me what this event does and what it means.
This event is an outreach to the communities that don't get served in the traditional fashions. Prescott Unified has 7 school nurses, which is a very unusual thing for the state of Arizona. We're one of the only districts that's fully staffed with RNs. And we do a lot of outreach besides this on an individual level all through the year with the free lunch program, lots of other resources that we share with families that are in need.
Well, being a professional, a healthcare professional like you both are, talk about how important it is when school's not around and the year-round care that these families and children need.
Right. I know that we've had summer lunch programs, and that's actually coming to an end soon. And so we would really advocate to have those things continue because a lot of these kids rely on the public school system for several meals a day. And so we're just very happy. Brenda and I are thrilled to be part of this district. We're very, very excited to go back to school ourselves.
See, I spent a lot of time with the school nurse because I was always trying to get out of class. So I did the thermometer on the jeans. So I would think my temperature was 108 one time. So you catch that all the time.
Oh, yes. We know all the tricks. We know all the tricks. So
nurses and detectives at the same time.
I know, yeah.
So the last question is specifically about this event. It's grown to be so big. It shows a need, but it also shows the benefit, doesn't it?
It shows a huge community involvement, and I mean, there's so many different resources here. That has even surprised me this year.
And it's no good having these resources if we're not able to show everybody that we have them. That's one of the hardest things, to let everyone know where things are located and how they can take advantage of it.
And sincerely, thank you for the work you do. You know, being a parent is different than when you're a kid, and to make sure your children are cared for, and if there's a medical need, that there's professionals there, means the most. So thank you so much for your hard work.
We love it. We love it. All of the nurses are very committed to taking good care of these kids, from 4-year-olds to 18-year-olds. So we're very, very lucky to do the jobs that we have.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming back next year and seeing you again. So thank you. All right, let's shift over here to the Humboldt School District. We are here with Court, and he's with Humboldt Unified School District. Tell me a little bit about your job with the school district.
Hello, my name is Court Miner. I'm the Executive Director of Operations and HR, so I'm in charge of all things operations, everything happening at the buildings, to hiring and firing employees, classified and certified.
Let's talk about this event, because this event specifically kicks off the school year with some much-needed resources for family. That's got to make your job in the school district a bit easier.
Yes. And Lisa, who's right next door to me, one of the things we have is we have the Family Resource Center at Humboldt Unified School District. We have all kinds of stuff for the kids, just like they're getting tonight: backpacks, shirts, jackets, coats, shoes, you name it.
I would imagine that need grows every year, just like this event has grown.
Totally, exactly. Every year we find more and more kids, more and more families. In fact, this last year we did over 600 food deliveries this last month. Wow. We're seeing that grow every year as well.
So this event has grown to 3,000 kids are going to be here today. That's got to take a little bit of the load off from you, at least at the beginning of the school year, so that you can focus on the learning at the beginning. But it does carry on throughout the school year.
For sure. For all our social workers and all our teachers, you're totally right. Those kids that normally were coming in with the need are now at least coming in with their school supplies, coming with the backpacks, and it makes it a little easier for us to get caught up for those who actually do now need it.
And it's got to be good. It's got to make you feel good to know that the teachers can focus on teaching with all of the things you're doing behind the scenes to get them prepared for the classroom.
Exactly right. You are asking some wonderful questions, sir. Yes.
It's great to see the work you're doing up here in northern Arizona and to see how well received it is. Look at all of these people and the smiles on these faces. Has to make your job great.
Well, and thank you for that. This is my 17th year up here, and the reason I'm here is because I feel every year we do make a difference.
Well, thank you so much for the work you do in Humboldt. I appreciate it. Thanks, Court. This is going to be such a great day. We're going to continue with so much more of this event. We're going to be out here showing you so much more that's happening up here in Yavapai counties. So do me a favor, stick around. You don't want to miss what's coming up next.
And welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix Show. I'm filling in for Brad Perry, and I wish he could be here. He couldn't be with us today because this is one of his favorite events here at the Back to School Health and Wellness Fair. And he's going to be really envious when he sees who I'm here with, because it's all about the therapy dogs. So I am here with Jan Monroe, and tell us all about your organization, Jan.
I'm here with others from our organization called Alliance of Therapy Dogs. It's an international group of therapy dogs that provide, we're very well known in our community. We provide a lot of services to schools and assisted living places, and we are active
and you know, that is fantastic. And you were telling me earlier that not only do you need human volunteers, but if somebody has a dog that they think would be a good therapy dog, tell me how that works.
You can go to our website, www.therapydogs.com, to learn all about it. You can contact me. I'm a tester, and I can get you through the process here in town and in our community. We're very well known, and we welcome more teams. We need more teams.
Making a difference, Jan. Jan, thank you so much. I think I'm going to go over and talk to the star of the show, and that are the volunteers. So tell me your name.
Donovan.
And Donovan, tell me who you have with you.
This is Surrey.
Hi, Surrey. Surrey is beautiful.
Thank you.
And tell me about what you and Surrey do together.
We visit assisted living homes. We assist with reading for the children. We go to the schools. And just all around good ambassador.
Well, Surrey is just beautiful. What kind of dog is Surrey?
She is a Great Pyrenees.
Oh, she is just gorgeous. Surrey, thank you. Oh, she loves me.
Yes.
Thank you for everything you're doing. I love her.
Thank
all right,
you.
we're going to go meet some of your fellow volunteers, but thanks for all you do, and she couldn't be more beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, so you told me earlier, Jan, there's actually a reading area, right?
Yes, and I'm so happy to share this with you. This is Bailey, our superhero dog.
Oh my goodness.
And Lori, Bailey's mom, who's very involved in reading programs within our community at the schools. And so we have set up this area to read to the dog, because the dogs are not judgmental. They're not going to correct what you're reading or how you pronounced a word. And it encourages the child to read and enjoy reading.
Oh, that is such a good idea. And Bailey was looking up at us. I think she understood that you were talking about her. I'm going to come over here and talk to Bailey's mom, because it takes two. And tell me about what you do.
You know, what I do is just go and visit places where kids are, because that's what Bailey loves. We are currently visiting with Kids Place North, which is a pediatric physical therapy clinic. And we also, when school is on, we go to Sacred Heart Elementary School.
Very nice.
We've also worked with social workers at all the different elementary schools here in town. And I'll tell you, there's nothing like, just, it warms your heart to do what we do.
You're making me cry too. My goodness. All right, tell me about the cape.
Oh, well, Bailey's a superhero.
She is a superhero.
With what he does, he's 5.5. He has been doing this since he was a year old.
Just a natural.
Just a natural, and he just loves his kids. He loves his kids.
Do you think Bailey would sit up so we can see the full effect of the cape? You have to see this, everyone, because the dogs make the kids smile, and then they see the cape, and it just makes them feel so confident, and they're having fun.
Oh, he has so much fun.
Look at him.
So much fun doing this.
Oh, making a difference. I just love it. And so right now he's reading with the kids. I had never heard of this idea. That's a great
programs
activity.
out there. It's really nice because they can practice without any stress, and it really helps to build their confidence. It helps calm them, and it's just the best thing. Here's Baxter.
Oh, so is Baxter also a therapy dog?
Baxter is also a therapy dog, and he's saying hi to his
Okay, I was going to say Baxter and Bailey, I think they're buddies. Well, I cannot thank Baxter and Bailey and everyone here making a difference. And if you want to make a difference too, it's easy to do, everyone. Just go to aztv.com/stuffthebus and make a donation so programs like this can continue to give back and help the kids in our community. Thank you so much. Great stuff.
Hey, welcome back. We are in Yavapai County. We are at the Health and Wellness Fair. Our role in this is Stuff the Bus. It's one of my favorite things we do at AZTV every year, and we couldn't do it possibly without our partner at Desert Financial. Jonathan, thank you so much for helping us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Desert Financial, we started as Desert Schools, so the education, it's all been very important to us. So you better believe anything that has to do with the schools or getting back to school, we want to be a part of, and we want to help out, and we want to be a part of the community.
So before we went on camera, we were just talking about our roles and how fun it is to be able to be a part of an event like this and see these faces.
Oh, for sure. It's a blast. We have fun at what we do. We just love serving the community, love being a part of all this, seeing all the smiling faces. You just couldn't ask for a better place to be.
Talk about your team, because it's so easy to do when you're a part of a team that has a belief in community service like you do as a person.
Yeah. No, my team here at Prescott Valley alone, I mean, my gosh, they have such servants' hearts, and anything that's needed in the community, we want to be a part of. And each one of them, they have a heart for different nonprofits that we're a part of, and we serve pretty regularly, giving back.
They told me that this event, for the people from the Firefighter Angel, said that this grew in 6 years from 35 or 30 kids to over 3,000. It's 10 times. Yeah. What does that mean to you to be a part of this community and see this kind of growth?
You know, that's super awesome to hear. And this event is very special to me. It was actually my first day on the job with Desert Financial was working here last year. So this event is very, very special to me. And to hear that it's growing that much, it's clearly a need, and it's clearly taken off well. So that's awesome to hear.
And the community in this part of Arizona is so tightly knit, and you've been here for 20 years. So to be a part of this community and now to be a part of reaching out to the community, what's that like?
Oh, it's been a breath of fresh air. It honestly doesn't feel like work anymore. Just being a part and being able to put my thumbprint on the town that I love, it's been a blessing.
When they talked about the Stuff the Bus concept with me, backpacks and school supplies for kids, I thought it was such a unique and great idea. You got to love it, right?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's something we can definitely get behind.
I was talking to some of the school districts, and they were talking about the need throughout the school year and how important it is for them to jumpstart the beginning of the year when young kids from kindergarten through 12th grade are showing up with the school supplies they need. What a burden it takes off the teachers.
And you got to love that about teachers. They're going to roll up their sleeves. They're going to do it themselves. They're going to do the work. Gotta love that about them. So to be able to be a resource for them this way, it's very touching. It's a blessing.
Well, I want to thank you on behalf of AZTV for the partnership, because without you, we couldn't possibly have done this all these years to grow what it is, and we look forward to this partnership in the years to come.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much. Thanks for being out here. Thanks for showing with the community. We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're the best. And we are out here at the Findlay Toyota Center, so it's only appropriate that we talk to the people from Findlay Toyota. We are here with Liberty. Thanks for being here.
Of course. Thank you for being here, seeing all the fun stuff.
Well, this, obviously, the naming rights to this beautiful facility, it is such a great building with so many events that happen here, but this has got to be one of the most important events that happen in this community.
This is one of the best ones. Like, you can see all these happy faces, all the kids, making it official, getting their backpacks. And all the resources that are in here. It's amazing.
And everybody works so hard on every element of this all year long, but the culmination of it is watching these kids come up and get these backpacks. What's that like for you?
It's beautiful. And not only that, everybody's here volunteering. You think about that, just to see these smiles, just to see these kids excited for school. It's everything. It's everything.
I just was talking with Jonathan a moment ago from Desert Financial, and I was talking to some other members of the school districts, and what a burden it lifts off the teachers when these kids can show up on the first day with the supplies they need. What's that like?
You know, I think sometimes we forget in the everyday hustle that schools don't have this kind of funding. So when the kids get there and they're prepared, not only are they excited, but it's easier on the teachers as well, because they come out of pocket with all kinds of stuff. So this is great. It works for everybody, and it's amazing.
A lot of volunteers doing this, but it never happens without great sponsors. And Findlay Toyota and doing this is amazing sponsorship. So please thank everybody back at the office for their hard work.
Thank you. Thank you, and thank you all the volunteers. Thank you for being here.
All right, we are in the midst of such a great event. We've got more coming up here in just a few minutes. You're going to want to see what else we have to offer and what else is going on up here in northern Arizona. So please stick around.
Welcome back to the Arizona Daily Mix. We're doing a special edition show here at the amazing Back to School Health and Wellness Fair. And when we talk about amazing volunteers, right here, Kaylee, it's a whole family affair. So Kaylee, first of all, tell us who you're with.
So my name is Kaylee Nall, and I'm a speech-language pathologist. I'm here with Kids Place North. We are a pediatric therapy clinic, and we provide therapy for ages 0 to 18. We provide speech therapy, feeding therapy, physical therapy, and occupational therapy.
Wow, so you run the whole gamut. And behind us, I see some fun happening back here. It's a beanbag toss. Is this part of your organization?
Yes, it is. So we have our physical therapist, Brittany, over here working on the beanbag toss. We have the ball here that helps the kids with their coordination and their balance, and then they're also working on their hand-eye coordination with the beanbag tosses into the basketball hoop.
So it's not just fun and games, this is actually helping their physical well-being. Yes. That is fantastic. I love that. And earlier I got to play with the therapy dogs, and you tell me that you have a connection with the therapy dog teams as well. Tell us about that.
Yes, so Bailey, who you met earlier, is a regular at our clinic. He comes every Thursday, and the kids are so excited to see Bailey, and they say, oh, is Bailey coming today? And it's really cool to see how the therapy dogs are motivating for the kids, and they want to work so hard in their exercises just so that they can pet Bailey, and it just really adds a special component to our clinic, and we love having Bailey.
No, it really does. Four-legged volunteers are just as great as the two-legged ones. And I was saying earlier that really with you it's a family affair. Tell us about your husband.
So my husband is a firefighter for Central Fire Department, and it's really cool. They do so much for the community, and so with the Firefighter Angel Foundation, it really does come full circle because Tate and I both love to be involved in our community, and so it's like a big family, and we're all out here giving back to the community that we love.
And are you Prescott natives?
I am. This is my hometown, so Prescott, it's very special to me. It's close to my heart. A lot of my friends are having kids, and so this affects their kids and can help their kids, and so it is very personal to me.
Oh, I love that, and it shows as well. Now, also, I understand your mother, she does something really special as well. Tell us about that.
So my mom, Crystal Coons, and I started Teen's Closet about 11 years ago. Now it's under Catholic Charities, and so it's a boutique-style shopping experience. It's a private shopping experience for teens that are in need. They have new or like new clothing. They get to go in, and it's special and it's private, and they get to pick out whatever they want to make them feel confident and ready to go back to school.
Oh, that is a fantastic program. Now, how many years have you been volunteering at this event?
So this is our second year. We were really excited to be invited last year, and it was so busy last year, and we were excited to come back again this year because there's so many families in need in this area, and such a great way to connect with families, not just from Prescott Valley, but from the Quad City area.
Absolutely. And you know, the thing that I'm loving too, it helps the kids, but also the teachers.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people forget that teachers need help as well financially.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely a tough job being a teacher, so anything we can do to help the teachers and to help the kids in this community and help them succeed is going to be the best thing we can do for them.
Yeah, I mean, and they want the support, they feel the support, because I always say teachers make a difference every single day in their jobs. I mean, the turnout here is unbelievable. And then meeting the kids, have you met any kids today that just left an imprint on your heart? Any cute things you've heard them say? Because I sure have.
Well, it's really neat actually to see some of the kids that already go to our clinic, and to see them outside of the clinic, they're like, oh, Miss Kaylee, what are you doing here? And so it's so special to see them and their families and to be able to connect with them, and then hopefully connect with families that may benefit from therapy in the future.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. Thank you so much for all you're doing. And you know what? If you want to help out like Kaylee is, it's really easy. Just go to aztv.com/stuffthebus and you can make a difference too.
Welcome back. We are here in northern Arizona for a special edition of the Arizona Daily Mix at this health and wellness event in Yavapai County. Joining me right now is Erin. She is a paramedic with Native Air. Can you tell us a little bit about the important work you do?
So I am one of a 3-person crew. We have 2 different helicopters here in this area between Prescott Valley and Prescott. I'm a paramedic. Also on the crew is a nurse and a pilot at all times. And what we do is we transport patients that are critically ill or critically injured from this area, usually down to the Phoenix area, sometimes up north to the Flagstaff area.
And you were telling me before we came on camera, you don't like to be busy, but if someone needs you, you want to be there.
Yeah, we always say that, you know, there's nothing about our job that anybody wants to be busy with what we're doing because we're dealing with such sick patients. But if there's something bad that's going to happen to somebody, we really want to be part of the solution and making that a little bit better for them.
You have been such a big part. This company has been such a big part of sponsoring this event. Talk a little bit about what you do for a living. You've already told us, but why this is important to Native Air.
So I actually grew up here in the Prescott area. Firefighter Angel Foundation, when they started years ago, it was a tiny little operation, and they have just grown this into this is amazing, all these families that are here. It started out with just a handful of families at Christmas time. So this is exactly the kind of way that we want to get into the community that we serve. And so if we can partner with people like this that are doing this amazing of a job, it's a no-brainer.
I was watching the families walk by and the kids walk by your table, and they love the flight suit. As soon as they see the flight suit, these kids love what you do.
It's the best job in the world, so it doesn't get much better than that. The thing about it, though, is that they always want to meet the pilot, not the paramedic.
Yeah, but they think you're the pilot. Just tell them you're the pilot.
It gives it away on the name tag, though.
Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you again for everything you do in sponsoring this event and the great work you do in the community up here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Now I want to move over here to the most important part of the team. Rachel, let's talk about our involvement today. Yeah. I think at some point today, both of us have been a little teary-eyed at some of the response,
and overwhelmed.
what the families are doing. It's a great event.
Absolutely. You know, I was called to fill in today for Brad Perry. I'm so honored to be here. I wanted to fill in, and when I heard this is where I was coming up to Prescott Valley to this event that gives back to not just students but teachers too, I could not wait to get here, Mike.
I was watching you over there, and I don't know why it touched me so much. The free haircuts and watching these kids so excited, looking good to go back to school.
And you could already see it was helping their confidence because they were telling them how they wanted their hair and they were talking about starting middle school. So it's more than just a haircut, right? It's about feeling confident and self-assured as they go into a new school year.
The look on the parents' faces as well when the kids were getting the haircut.
Oh, I know. It's just priceless. And then I was working on the therapy dogs. Oh, and you know, the four-legged volunteers and the dog moms, one of them started tearing up because of the change she sees in kids when she goes out with these dogs.
Our involvement has been the Stuff the Bus portion. These great backpacks, explain what's in them, the different age groups. What are these kids getting when they come?
That's what I'm loving. Everyone's covered. Kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. Nobody's left behind. Let's dig in.
Let's do it.
So here's obviously a little girl's one. So let's check it out. Markers, colorful and fun. And then you know what? The stuff we take for granted. A pencil box. I mean, these kids are so excited to get these items. And look at this. There is a glue stick and pencils. Now that's a girl's. Let's jump into one of the boys' backpack and see what's in here. Oh yeah, you gotta have your folders and your notebooks. And then you know what? I'm really digging this one because this encourages kids to journal.
Right.
And write about how they're feeling, how they're progressing. So that is a great item to have in there. And let's see, what else do we have? More markers, colorful markers. I mean, it goes on and on. This thing is packed to the brim, and a lot of our viewers are responsible for this.
That was the other part of it. These are donated items, and how great it is for these kids, part of that confidence. You're going to school, brand new school year with a brand new backpack and all of the items that they're going to need for success in learning.
Absolutely, and it is so easy to donate. I went to aztv.com/stuffthebus. I did it myself, and I loved it because they had different categories where you could donate for the kids and for the teachers. So easy.
I want to thank you for letting me be a part of this with you today because it's been so much fun, and AZTV is doing such great work in the community. For us to be able to highlight it, it's a highlight for me. I know it is for you.
It is an incredible honor, and to see the faces here, the families, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now. Thank you, Mike.
All right. Hey, and everyone, thank you for your donations. You made this possible by being a part of this. We're hoping that what we're showing you here makes you want to join us again next year for what we're doing. Thanks for everything, and this has been such a great time.